What's going on, guys? It's Not Your Father's Sports Show coming back at you again. And today we have a very special guest making his first appearance, Romero Hardy.
How y'all doing?
And I'm glad I could finally get you on the show. You know, we've been playing on this for a minute.
Man, years, right? Years.
So today's show is all about football. Obviously, that's mainly what's going on right now. Let's just, make some quick picks. Give brief thoughts on why you're going that way. So Thursday night football is tonight. We'll just get this one on record. Probably the video, you probably won't have seen it before the game. But we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are traveling to Carolina, take on the Panthers. Their Panthers are 6.5-point favorites. Who do you got straight up?
Straight up, taking Carolina. I think they got to prove something. Why not prove it on national television on Thursday night? Cam has to prove something. Team has to prove something. Christian McCaffrey's been balling. I expect him to continue to do his thing.
He's amazing.
Yeah, Carolina straight up.
I'm going to take Carolina too. Both teams are coming into this 0-1. But the Panthers played a tough game against the Rams last week. So I think Cam's going to have a bounce-back game.
Got to. And
McCaffrey's going to be doing his thing. And it'll be a comfortable win for the Panthers.
Yeah, I see that. Nice cruise.
Next game we got Indianapolis Colts traveling to Tennessee, take on the Titans. Titans are 3-point favorites at home. Who you like in this one?
I like Tennessee coming off that win over Cleveland. I think that gave them a little confidence for sure. Seeing some of the interviews after the game, the defense was lit. So I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
They got a tough defense. I admire your pick, but not so fast. Colts are gonna come in there. Titans are gonna be a little bit too confident after that Browns game. That's what's gonna happen. And the Titans, they have to go 8-8. They go 8-8 every year. So they're gonna win one. They're gonna lose one.
That's true.
Jacoby Brissett, Marlon Mack, gonna get it done. And I also, I was almost gonna say bounce back game for Eric Ebron, but I don't want everyone to hate me. So just pretend that didn't happen. And now we'll talk about the hometown team. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites coming into Ford Field and taking on the Detroit Lions. And I'm gonna pick first this time. Chargers, no brainer. They're gonna come in there. And I think Philip Rivers looked really good this first week, and I think he's going to continue to sling the ball. And also, Melvin Gordon, they got Austin Eckler, they got the rookie the second-year player Justin Jackson out of Northwestern. Both guys were super effective on the ground. Eckler also through the air, catching balls. I like the Chargers. They're going to cover it as well. So, yeah. Good teams win, great teams cover. Chargers.
No surprise, I'm going with the Lions. We're at home. That's first and foremost. If I wasn't at work, I would probably be at the game. Second, like I said, last game wasn't on players. It was on coaches. I think they're gonna clear all those mental mistakes, clear all those mistakes out. We're gonna be right back at it. Win.
I could see it.
And I'm not saying we're gonna win by 2 touchdowns or blow the chart. I don't think the Lions are gonna be a team that blow teams out. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna win games. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
This could be one of those classic games where they win, they beat a team they probably shouldn't, and then it's going to get us.
You don't think we should beat the Chargers?
No, Chargers are really good.
How bad do people think the Lions are?
Going into this year, I thought they were going to win 6 games probably, and I don't think we're not that far off. We could be a playoff team, a wild card team, but I just don't think that. I don't think our players are that as good as the Chargers. The Chargers got weapons, and their defense is tough. They got pass rushers with Bosa back there.
That's true.
Ingram.
Yeah, about Bosa.
I don't know. Their Chargers are a really good team. They were a wild card team last year, but they would have won most divisions with their record. I think they were 11-5 or something like that.
Yeah, they were in a hard division.
So that's just my thoughts. I think Chargers are really good.
We'll see.
All right, so this is a interstate battle between the Buffalo Bills at the New York Giants. Bills are 2-point favorites. road favorites.
I gotta go with the Giants. Partly because my fantasy tight ends on that team
Beast.
went beast mode last game. But I don't know. New York is gonna find some type of rhythm as the season goes on, and that rhythm's gonna be Eli on the bench. And it's gonna help. Like it's just gonna be a trend. Like things happen. He's gonna have to go at some point. No one plays forever.
I think he will be benched at some point this year.
Exactly. I think most people see that coming. So
This isn't. I don't think it's gonna happen this game though.
no. But I still think they win.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's probably the better quarterback in this situation. Buffalo still has some things that they need to figure out themselves.
I like the Giants too, even as underdogs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're an underdog at home, that's
what I'm saying.
That's good. That's good. Good bet right there. Saquon is gonna be too much. Eli is gonna do enough. Evan Ingram is definitely gonna be a threat. And I just think that Bills coming off a win, Giants coming off a loss, like it's just gonna kind of level out, and the Giants are gonna win at home. This is one of the bigger spreads this week. Cardinals traveling to Baltimore. The Cardinals are 13.5-point underdogs. What's your thoughts on that one?
Man, I feel like I've picked most favorites so far.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I gotta go with Baltimore, man. I gotta go with Baltimore. I gotta go with Action Jackson. Slinging the ball. I'm excited to see him against Kyler Murray.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun matchup. I think I like the Ravens. I think this is gonna be a tougher test than the Dolphins.
Hell yeah.
And I think the Cardinals will cover, but the Baltimore Ravens will win.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Arizona's gonna be too far off in this game. They're gonna be around. It's not gonna be a blowout like 59-0, but I think Baltimore wins. I think Lamar goes for another 3 to 4 touchdowns though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a day too. I think this could be the year of Lamar.
Yeah.
From the second biggest spread to the biggest spread, we don't even really need to pick this one, but the Dolphins are hosting the Patriots. That's kind of the curveball there, because sometimes the Patriots go down to Miami, they get that South Beach flu.
Yeah.
They're out partying too much or something.
Brady bought the bar out.
But yeah, 19.5-point favorites the Patriots are. I'm going Patriots, and I want to say the Dolphins are going to cover for some weird reason, but no, don't do that. Don't bet on that. 19.5.
Nah, I mean only for the simple fact that if their defense neutralized Pittsburgh then you know what I'm saying. I don't think
unless some Fitz magic. The random Fitz magic.
Yeah, he goes off for one game in fantasy. Everyone picks him up.
Yeah, that's me. I'm everyone. Yeah, I think we're set on Patriots though.
Yeah, Patriots on that one.
Dallas Cowboys traveling to Washington to take on the Redskins. Cowboys are 5-point favorites. Who you liking that one?
Also not a Cowboys fan, but just can't ignore talent. Gotta go with the Cowboys. Straight up.
I was really impressed with the Cowboys and Dak Prescott.
Super.
I mean, Zeke didn't even do that much, and Prescott was just slinging it all over. I like the Cowboys in this one. He's going to do more of the same. I think Zeke will probably have a better game than last week as well. And the Cowboys defense is it's kind of considered middle of the road, but it's pretty stingy. Yeah. Backup quarterback and viral mustache sensation Gardner Minshew of the Jacksonville Jaguars goes into Houston, takes on the Texans. The Jaguars are 8.5-point underdogs, and I'm thinking in this one the Texans are gonna take care of business. They're gonna take care of the rookie quarterback and cover. I think Texans big.
Texans big.
Big.
I got Texans. I don't know about big. I got Texans.
Yeah. That Jaguars D could present a challenge.
That's my only concern.
Especially with that offensive line. I don't know. I just think the Texans are going to be too much for them. And I've been hearing there's rumblings and murmurs of Doug Marrone not having a complete control over his team. Miles Jack went kind of crazy last week when he got kicked out of that game for punching a dude. He didn't want to leave. I guess there's just players on the sidelines just yelling at each other, yelling at coaches. It could get out of hand in Jacksonville if they don't either get rid of Marone or just get things under control somehow. Seahawks are going into Heinz Field and taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are 4-point favorites, and this is going to be a really interesting game.
It's a tough one for me.
It's a
tough one to pick.
It's a bounce back opportunity for the Steelers. Seahawks squeaked out a win against the Bengals last week.
And they're trying to get the ball rolling for themselves. But they're still fighting through injuries. A lot of injuries, too.
I think that the Steelers are going to get back on track in this one. I wasn't too impressed with the Seahawks against the Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Yeah. They're still finding a way to squeeze it out. I don't think it's going to be a big win. It's going to be tight. But the Steelers for me, they're on the tipping point of going off the cliff. This season's crucial. I'm telling you. Like, you lost Le'Veon, you lost AB.
Yeah. There's a lot to prove.
It's Tomlin losing the team. Like, at this point, this Big Ben can come back. Like, it's a lot going on in that organization. So
yeah.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
I think home Big Ben is going to show up. And
they're right. Yeah.
And I think James Conner should also have a better game than what he had in the first week. But I think it's going to be a really close game. I do.
Yeah.
49ers are going into Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. San Francisco is coming into this game 1-0.
Cincinnati lost.
The Bengals lost to the Seahawks in a closer than what I imagined game.
With Andy Dalton throwing numbers.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals at home. I think the 49ers. I'm not all in on Garoppolo yet.
I'm not either. I'm glad you said that. I'm not all in on the 49ers or Jimmy G. He got overpaid.
Yeah, not that I'm all in on Dalton, but I don't know. They're at home, and he looked kind of good. He's had good years.
Every 3 years.
He was like It was like that 1 year where he was like a top 5 fantasy quarterback. It was like, what's going on here?
It was like 2012.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But, yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling the Bengals are going to pull this one out.
I'm going to have to go with Cincinnati just because, like I said, I'm not super high on Jimmy G or the 49ers. And Cincinnati's at home, so.
All right, NFC North division battle. Minnesota Vikings going to Lambeau. And they're playing the Packers. So, the Packers, 3-point favorites. I like Minnesota. I think that defense is tough enough to affect things for Rodgers. Dalvin Cook, too. Oh, my God. Like, he's, like, just so strong, fast. You know, like, it's insane watching him run. He bulldozed a guy last week. Like, the guy they were both coming full speed, and he completely flattened him.
I remember that play, yeah.
It was crazy. I like the Vikings. It's going to be a lot tougher game than they had last week against the Falcons because they only attempted 11 passes in that game. Like, they're going to have to throw it a little bit more in this one.
I'm trying to think. Green Bay, like I said, they're, Thursday night game?
Yeah, so they got a little extra time.
They came out very, very lethargic. Like, not like Green Bay. So, it depends on how they start the game off. And Minnesota's not one that you want to come out starting slow on.
He's
and,
so good.
I mean, I want to say Green Bay because they're at home, but sheesh, man. They're balling. I'm going to go with Green Bay.
It's, second game in that new offense, they should be able to hopefully get something more rolling. But it's crazy when you start the year off taking on the Bears and the Vikings. That's like two of the toughest defenses in the league.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're in our division. And the Packers' defense looked really good.
That's what I'm saying.
We could have 3 of the toughest defenses in our division.
4. We're in there, too. Put some respect in our name.
Man. It's just, maybe. They still got to prove it. I mean, they let Kyler Murray do that to them. That can't be one of the top defenses yet.
True.
Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to take on the Raiders. John Gruden, man. Let me tell you what, man. Those Raiders, that game to play week 1. My Gruden's bad. I just said man. Just said man. But 7.5 point favorites the Chiefs are.
Probably be the favorites in most of their games this year.
I like the Chiefs. I think they'll cover too.
Yeah, Chiefs all day.
Yeah, big plays coming from Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce.
And that's another thing, man. Sammy Watkins, sometimes you just need a new city.
A fresh place, a fresh start.
Yes, that's all you need. It's just a new city. And he got that, man. I'm saying Sammy Watkins from like his rookie year. It seems like.
Dynamic.
Somewhat.
Electric.
Let's see if he can continue to do this.
He was the best receiver last week. So
yeah, he was.
He took advantage of Tyreek Hill going out after his injury.
But he's also not a bum. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you just need a new city.
No.
So like I know people who did kind of talk bad on Sammy Watkins for the off years he had over there in Buffalo, but like that's you know what I'm saying.
That's what happens when you're in Buffalo.
Buffalo. If you're watching this in Buffalo, man,
sorry,
we love you.
Circle the wagons, Buffalo. Huge game in the NFC. A rematch of the conference championship. Talking, of course, New Orleans Saints traveling to LA to take on the Rams.
Great game. Great.
Rams are 3-point favorites.
So I guess I kind of lied about having another favorite team. I do like the Rams.
Yeah.
They're fun. I like Jared Goff. Yeah, they're just a fun team to watch. But maybe I don't like them. I enjoy watching them. Yeah.
And Robert Woods.
Yeah. I like Woods too. I like Cooper Kupp. So.
Yeah. They got plenty of weapons.
They do. I'm gonna go with the Rams in this one. Because I feel like they have to come out and prove something too. You know what I'm saying? After what they did last year.
Yeah.
And for me, their week 1 wasn't impressive.
I admired what they did week 1 just because like they were facing a pretty good team. They held them off. Like there was a comeback rolling and they held it off.
Yeah.
I like the Saints in this one. Revenge game. Revenge game. So
is it going to be a challenge?
They're going to challenge the defense pass interference. I hope they do just to be petty.
I do too. There was one last week, wasn't it? I think there was one Minnesota.
Yeah. And they haven't been overturning them really.
No.
That's been a theme. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the Saints. I think they're gonna get their revenge. That's just all I have on that. I'm sure Kamara and Breeze, Michael Thomas will show up, and I'm a little concerned. Although I think the Rams are a good enough team that they should be able to avoid this, but there's usually when you go to a Super Bowl and you lose, there's like a Super Bowl slump.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Atlanta.
Yeah, like a lot of teams don't make the playoffs after going to the Super Bowl after they lose.
Yeah.
So that could be something that could play out. I don't really think it will, just because I mean that division, the rest of the teams aren't as good as the Rams. Like the Seahawks got worse, I think. The Cardinals are a ways off, and then the Niners are they might be the worst out of all of them. I don't know. I just like the Saints. That's a good pick.
That's a good pick. Yeah. It's gonna be a great game though, regardless.
Yeah, I do agree.
Who wins that? That's just gonna be a game of the week probably.
Probably not a game of the week. Probably a game that not many people are going to like seek out. The Chicago Bears, 2.5 point favorites going into Denver. I'm gonna take the Bears. The Bears. They're gonna take that stingy defense into Denver. Joe Flacco is at the end. Like, at least there's hope for Trubisky. Like, I don't think either of them are that good, but at least Trubisky could get better. I think Joe Flacco, there's no recovering from this.
I don't like the Bears either. I'm gonna go with Denver. Denver's defense.
Denver's D?
Yeah. Not even Denver's offense.
It's gonna be a defensive battle.
Denver's defense.
Most likely gonna be similar to that Thursday night game.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears do have hope, I guess. They got a nice little running back system, whatever they're trying to do over there.
You know,
hopefully they figure it out. But Denver.
I mean, the Bears are a team with really high expectations. You know, they just won the division last year and made the playoffs. They were a double doink away from advancing, but I don't have that much faith in them to repeat as division champions.
No, I honestly I think they won on a fluke last year. Coming from the spans of this division, like they kind of went on a fluke last year. There were some things that went on in the division. Like
their defense made so many plays. They scored so many touchdowns. I don't think that's like you can't replicate that from season to season. You can't rely on your defense to bail you out like that.
Yeah,
their offense has to step up this year if they're gonna have the success that they expected.
They lost a couple weapons on offense, but the game's not like I said. So NFC North is tough.
It is. I think I could easily see the Bears being the third best team, maybe even last. Maybe.
Yeah.
If the Lions get their shit together.
I definitely think Green Bay is going to be back to where they were. Like I said, fluke. Green Bay took a step down last year. Minnesota had some things going on last year, but they tried. You know what I'm saying? Chicago just kind of ran away. My Lions,
that's all we got on them. They'll blow a game in crushing fashion. And then they'll beat a team they shouldn't.
When we beat the Patriots, I left the game. I was like, yes, we're about to playoffs.
We back. No. All right, so got 2 games left. Man, there's a lot of games this week. I underestimated how long this would take. Philadelphia Eagles, 1.5 favorite at the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh, great game. I gotta go with Philly. Matt Ryan has been looking a little human. A little human lately.
Since that MVP season.
Yeah, so, I mean, both teams have weapons. Atlanta still has their weapons, but I like Philly. They're keeping the ball rolling.
I think Philly's a more complete team. And I'm like nearly all in on Carson Wentz in that offense. Like, they looked really good last week. Even though they got off to a slow start, but like Deshaun Jackson going deep, Alshon your possession receiver, they got a running back stable. I like them, and
they got a D.
Their defense. Like I mean, they gave up some big plays early, but then they held off the Redskins. And
one thing their defense does though, is third or fourth quarter, when there's about 7 minutes left, it's a completely different defense from the start of the quarter to the start of the game. So it's one thing I've always noticed about them. Monday
night's game, final game we get to pick. Cleveland Browns traveling to New York, take on the Jets. Browns they're 2.5 point favorites when I checked this, but I'm guessing that spread is going to increase with the news that Sam Darnold will be out. Trevor Siemian will get the start for the Jets. That's all I need to hear. I got the Browns. They're getting back on track.
Yeah, I mean, they got to at this point. If they lose this game, I think it's safe to say that the Cleveland Browns are going to have a loss.
They're in trouble.
Yeah, for real.
I agree.
The Jets just got too much stuff to worry about with Sam Darnold. Hopefully Le'Veon can still get some Le'Veon numbers going. I just want Le'Veon to get back to the groove of things for the NFL's sake. I think he is a top 3 running back, and I want him to be recognized as that. Because there's a couple guys that are getting placed over him that I feel like shouldn't be there.
No.
And that's a topic for a different day. But yeah, Cleveland has to win this.
He's got some shoulder soreness. He's dealing with some injuries too.
Yeah, he could be alright.
Yeah, I'm a huge Le'Veon fan as well. Just what he can do, catching the ball and running and his running style is so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like his patience.
Yeah.
It's fascinating because not really anyone replicates it the way he does.
You see where he lines up in the backfield on a play. It's like, how's this guy gonna get some yards? Then he gets yards.
Always moves the pile forward, falling forward constantly. All right, that's it for our picks, though. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, hopefully I go
undefeated, never lost. Well, that about wraps up our coverage today. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Romero, for joining me.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
It's always good to link up with Spartan once again.
Always.
And hopefully it's the first of many.
Hopefully, we win a championship or something. I'll come back on the show.
Hey man, we will have a party on the show if that shit happens. What? I'll be vlogging that probably if we're playing a championship game because I know that'll be a good time.
Yeah. It's always a good time.
Until next time, thanks for tuning in. Peace.